Hello AAC Universe and welcome to History of. I'm your host and resident superhero nerd Aaron Waller, and this is the series where we do a deep dive into various comic book heroes and villains, give you a little bit more insight into who they are and why they do what they do. And in today's video we're going to be talking about a supervillain slash anti-hero that's going to be getting his own solo movie upcoming in 2022, starring one of the biggest stars in all of Hollywood, and that's going to be Black Adam. Black Adam was created by Otto Binder and C.C. Beck and first appeared in the Marvel Family #1 in 1945 from Fawcett Comics, which would later be acquired by DC Comics in 1972. And as we know, the origins of various comic book characters can change wildly depending on which comic book run you're reading. But for this video I'm going to focus on two different versions of Black Adam, as I feel like both together better encompass who Black Adam is, his abilities, and a couple of other stories. And those are going to be the Prime Earth, which is better known as the New 52, and the New Earth. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. A very popular Black Adam story takes place on the New Earth and is called The Power of Shazam, which begins in ancient Egypt as the wizard Shazam becomes a high priest for Ramses II, and as the wizard becomes older he begins to look for a champion to inherit his powers. Ramses' son, Tet Adam of Kandak, catches the attention of the wizard, but before he can give him his power, the wizard Shazam's daughter Blaze made a deal with Set, the Egyptian god of war, chaos, and storms. So when Adam says the magic word, no, not please, the magic word Shazam, he is not given the powers of the wizard, but rather the powers based on the 6 Egyptian gods. He then inherits the stamina of Shu, swiftness of Heru, strength of Aman, wisdom of Zeuti, power of Atan, and courage of Mehen. I probably butchered all of those names, so my apologies if you're Egyptian. And once he has the powers, his duty often drives him away from his wife and son in Kandak. After millennia, Adam's home is destroyed and his family killed by Akhton, better known as Metamorpho. Adam continues to serve and makes an ally of Hawkman and the future Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, and Captain Marvel, aka Shazam. Adam would eventually kill Metamorpho and overthrow the president of Kandak, appointing himself the ruler. The wizard Shazam would then create a spell trapping Adam's soul and powers in a scarab, and depowered his body to a withered corpse. Shazam would then bury the body and scarab in a tomb where it would be dug up in the modern day by the Batsons under Sivana's employment. Adam's descendant Theo, searching for his ancestors' remains, would kill the Batsons and then speak the name of Shazam and inherit the powers and soul of Black Adam. He would then later be mute for a time thanks to a spell done to him by the wizard Shazam, and this would eventually be lifted. Now for the New 52 or Prime Earth version of Black Adam, a lot of these details do kind of remain, but the story is still vastly different. In this version his name was still Tet Adam, and he was an Egyptian slave in the city of Kandak, where his entire family except for his nephew Aman were killed by dictators. While escaping from underground prisons, the two were transported to the Rock of Eternity, where they're greeted by Shazam, who deems Aman pure and offers him the role of champion and the chance to free Kandak. Aman accepts on the condition that Shazam heal Adam. Shazam then explains that he can share his abilities with his family. So Aman uses his power and begins healing Adam and giving him abilities as well. The two then return to Kandak, where Adam wants to destroy the dictators and exact revenge, whereas Aman wants to save them and spread peace. Adam fears that this method may not work and kills Aman, and takes his powers for himself, seeing that it's a necessary sacrifice for the greater good. Black Adam then becomes a legend who frees Kandak and the rest of the world. He would also turn against the Council of Eternity and kill all of its members except Shazam the Wizard, who would eventually overpower Black Adam and seal him away. But we may have already seen traces of this in 2019 Shazam, as the wizard explains that his entire family is gone and we see a room full of empty thrones, and we also get to see the imprisoned 7 deadly sins. Fast forward to the 21st century and Dr. Thaddeus Sivana, also seen in the 2019 Shazam film played by Mark Strong, frees Adam from his tomb. Black Adam becomes furious after his millennium-long imprisonment and kills all of Sivana's research team except Sivana, as he spoke the ancient language. Sivana then agrees to help Black Adam find the wizard if he cures his dying family, and the two head off to New York, where Sivana shows Black Adam how much the world has changed since his days in ancient Egypt. And it's here where Adam sees how people are living sad, mundane lives without magic. Adam then goes down and finds a protest of a businessman, and being a man of the people, Adam flies to the businessman's office and drops him to his death. Of course, the people don't champion him, but rather become upset and call him a monster. He then retreats to once again find the Rock of Eternity, to which he does find but cannot enter. He sees the wizard laying on the floor dead and having transferred his powers to a new champion. Fed up with the modern world, Black Adam begins a plan to destroy the world and build a society of his own utopian design. He then begins to locate and enlist the insistence of the 7 deadly sins and Sivana's help in order to track down the new champion. It doesn't take long for him to find the new champion, as he attacks him on sight, and after being overwhelmed, Shazam transforms back to his mortal form Billy Batson to get away by blending into the crowd. Black Adam then becomes even more furious and goes on a citywide rampage to draw out Shazam. During the citywide havoc, Billy Batson approaches Black Adam and tells him he's the new champion. But before he can transform, Black Adam grabs Billy by the mouth and attempts to extract his powers. But before he can do so, he gets hit by a garbage truck driven by Billy's foster family. Black Adam quickly recovers and takes Billy's family hostage and will let them go in exchange for the power given to him by the wizard. But instead of providing his power to Black Adam, Billy instead gives his power to his whole family, giving them all powers of the wizard. And it's while the Shazam family are rescuing bystanders and battling the Seven Sins, Billy once again is face to face with Black Adam, to which he is overwhelmed by Black Adam's power and brutality, and Billy eventually convinces him that the only way that they should fight fairly is to revert back to their mortal forms. Black Adam eventually agrees, but doesn't take into consideration his advanced age, and turns to dust in his ancient old age. But as you know, no comic book character can stay dead forever. Black Adam's ashes would be taken back to Kahndaq by Shazam, where it's unfortunately being run by an extremist rebel group who then take the ashes and cast a spell, resurrecting him and giving him the power of various Egyptian gods. He would eventually help the rebels and take back Kahndaq and become the ruler and protector of the nation. I personally like the New 52 version of Black Adam a little bit more, but if you want some more great comics about him, not only including the power of Shazam, but also Final Crisis, Justice Society of America, Black Adam the Dark Age, and Doomsday Clock are all fantastic versions of the character. But Black Adam has also made several other appearances on the small screen, such as Batman the Brave and the Bold, and Superman Shazam Return of Black Adam short film, as well as made appearances in video games like in DC's Universe Online and Injustice Gods Among Us. Black Adam will be getting his first live-action appearance in his own upcoming solo movie releasing in 2022 and will be played by the People's Champ Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I personally think it'll be very interesting to see how they're going to incorporate this character along with Shazam, considering a lot of the story points, especially the New 52 ones, kind of already played out in the 2019 Shazam movie, so I don't really know how they're going to build on that if they're planning on going that direction. Either way, I can't wait to see Zachary Levi's Shazam go toe-to-toe with The Rock's Black Adam. And with that, let's go ahead and break down a little bit more of the powers and abilities of this character. In the beginning, Black Adam had the same exact power set of Shazam: the wisdom of Solomon, strength of Hercules, stamina of Atlas, power of Zeus, courage of Achilles, and the speed of Mercury. But after he was resurrected, these abilities were slightly changed, but largely had the same effects, just with different names. He would have the stamina of Shuri, speed of Horus, strength of Amun, wisdom of Zehuti, power of Aten, and courage of Mehen, which once again, I butchered all of those names and probably said them different from the last time. It also has the power of magic spells for various purposes, such as using the blood of a magical creature to find out where Billy Batson is located in the Magic Lands. But that is a whole different set of powers. Basically all you need to know is he has the ability of magic. So those are some of the major things you need to know about Black Adam. Did you learn anything you may not have known otherwise in this video? If you did, make sure to let me know down in the comment section down below. And also while you're down there, let me know if you any other characters you may want to see on this series. I'm taking suggestions all the time. Also, while you're down there, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos from me or the rest of the AAC team, as we have new content daily, including various videos and live streams. You don't want to miss out on any of it. So make sure you hit all those buttons down below. Really, that's all I have for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next video.